What's going on, everyone? My name is Sertak, and in this video we'll be going over the 7 things I wish I knew before starting my Amazon FBA business. This will explain exactly what you need to know before starting your Amazon FBA business, and I will give you actionable tips and tricks so you can start off your business better than I did and better than 99% of the Amazon sellers that's starting off their businesses today. And guys, please watch this video to the very end because I will be dropping some gems in here and I will be giving away something just for you guys for getting through this video. It is the methods that I use to land my distribution accounts and my brand accounts, which went on to make me tens of thousands of dollars on Amazon. So watch to the end so you do not miss this out. To give you a little background on me, my name is Sertak and I've started my Amazon business 7 years ago and I've been doing it full time since. And about a year and a half before I started Amazon, I was trying to do anything and everything that's humanly possible to get out of the gutters. I started my first business when I was 19 years old, and that was opening up kiosks inside of shopping malls. Have you ever been to a shopping mall and heard those little yapping toy dogs? Yeah, those kiosks belong to me, and I had several of them open at the same time. So that was my first business that I started, but I was also trying everything and anything possible because I knew that there was no future in that business. I knew that foot traffic was declining and no one really wanted to go to shopping malls anymore. I actually witnessed sales slowing down month over month, and if it wasn't the holidays, we weren't really making much money. And in the meantime, I was trying every single thing that I can, like drop shipping on Shopify, starting my online jewelry business, running cash prize soccer tournaments, selling on Poshmark, eBay, you name it. I tried them all. It was only when I recognized the pattern of my own customers coming up to me while I had the kiosk. They used to tell me like, hey, why would I buy these products from you if I could just go on Amazon and purchase it there? After a few customers complained about this, I actually started to look into Amazon. So I went on YouTube and I tried to search up everything I can about Amazon. I stumbled across Amazon FBA and I just kept doing more and more research. But 7 years ago, there wasn't that much content that was out there, but I had enough to convince me that this was where all of the money was being made. About 2 months of learning about Amazon, I shut down all of my kiosks and went full in on Amazon. 6 months after that, we scaled into our first warehouse, and 10 months after that, we had to break contract on that warehouse and we scaled into a bigger warehouse from there. And we have been making tens of thousands of dollars every single month, and the rest is history. So guys, here are the 7 things that I wish I knew if I had to start my Amazon FBA business from scratch. Time to cut the beginner talk and get you ready to sell on Amazon. Number 1 thing, and this is something that you can't avoid or else you will never have a successful Amazon wholesale business model. Understanding what the wholesale model on Amazon is. This is the process when we contact credible brand name companies, open a wholesale account with them directly or through their distributors, purchase their products in bulk, and sell it on Amazon at retail. This business model has been around since the dawn of retail. Your supermarkets do this, your pet stores do this, the arts and crafts store in your local neighborhood does this, and so does all of your mom and pop shop stores do this as well. We are purchasing inventory the same exact way all of these retail stores are doing, except we are using the magnitude of Amazon to sell these products online. Since we are doing this business model on Amazon, we have access to 1.9 million brands to choose from, and Amazon gets 2.6 billion monthly visitors every single month. So when you get an overview of this business model, the potential is huge. You need to understand that in the wholesale business model, it requires capital. You are purchasing these products in bulk so that you can get them cheaper than retail, so that you can go on Amazon and sell it to their own customer base. And since these products already exist on Amazon, we do not have to do any marketing. We do not have to spend any money on advertising. We don't have to create a website, create a listing, take pictures, or any of that. These products are actively selling on Amazon as we currently speak. All we are doing is tapping into the supply that's already there and selling those products to their own customer base that's already purchasing their products right now. Think about a local supermarket in your neighborhood. They're not advertising for Crest. They already know that people need Crest, so they make it available on their shelves for customers to come in and purchase them. We are doing the same exact thing. We're finding what people are already purchasing and selling it to them directly on Amazon. Number 2 is very simple, and it's to understand what Amazon requires from you. Amazon has made it very clear that they want only businesses and professionals to sell on their platform. That is why they put hurdles in place to make sure that you cannot sell in the most profitable categories, why you cannot sell the most profitable brands. It's because they don't want just anyone to sell on their platform. They do not want their platform to turn into eBay or all of these other platforms. The reason why Amazon is because they're very strict on who they allow to sell on their platform. So you have to understand that they want businesses. And to easily maneuver with what Amazon requires from you and how to do the wholesale model on Amazon, you have to get yourself a business formation and you have to get the proper documentation. I know all of this sounds intimidating, but it's really not that hard. And usually an LLC is the most popular option because it is the easiest one to obtain. And you can either go on LegalZoom or Busy or any of these websites, but if you guys ever looked on Google, you'll see that a lot of these websites are going through lawsuits for a very valid reason. And that's because websites like this do not give you that personal touch. So what I'll do for you guys is to give you my own personal CPA, and he will take care of serve you guys. So just check the description out for my personal CPA, and you guys get to ask him any single question that you want. And you guys get to open up your LLC, get all of the business information, your wholesale permits, your EIN, and so on, whatever is required to open up your Amazon FBA business. Number 3, and this is the most important one, you have to understand what brands and distributors require from you. You will hear everywhere that brands and distributors do not want to work with Amazon sellers, and I've been selling on Amazon for 7 years. I can sit here and tell you that that is not true. It's not that they don't want to work with Amazon sellers, it's that they don't want to work with beginners and novices that know nothing about how to conduct business. So if you can position yourself properly, if you know what you're talking about, they will open your accounts. And it's not that these people don't want to do business with Amazon sellers, because like, let's be honest, who's going to turn down an extra $10,000, $20,000 in revenue? No one. So the reason why they tell you they don't want to work with Amazon seller is because their average experience with almost all Amazon sellers have been very, very negative. So they put a blanket rule in place saying they do not accept Amazon sellers. But if you can show them that you know what you're talking about, that you know how to conduct business, you can easily bypass this requirement. And like I said, guys, if you're doing business with other businesses, like in the wholesale model, we're contacting brands and distributors, you need to have a business. And this is where your LLC comes in place, your wholesale permits, your EIN, and everything else we're going to talk about in this video. Now we will get into actionable advice that's going to help you with brands and distributors. So listen up. Number 4, you need to get a business email address. I cannot stress how easy this process is. What a personal email address looks like is sirtag@gmail.com. What a business email address looks like is sirtag@mycompany.com. It is much more professional, and it is the standard if you want to do business with other businesses. You have to present yourself like a professional. And the lowest requirement of that is to open up a business email address. You can go on Squarespace, purchase a domain for $14 per year, and you can get a professional email address for about $10 to $15 a month. When you are opening up your LLC, make sure that you do not put anything about e-com or Amazon into your business name, because you do not want to disqualify yourself. You shouldn't tell them anything about Amazon in the beginning. You should kind of let them get warmed up to the idea that you know what you're talking about. You're not an Amazon seller like the rest of them. Make sure your business name doesn't require anything about e-com or Amazon. Number 5, if you are contacting brands with a residential ship to address, you need to change that up right now. There's no reason why you should be contacting brands and the place that they're shipping to is going to be your house. That looks unprofessional, and brands don't want to work with individuals or people that don't know what they're doing. And not having a commercial address gives off a red flag. So you need to get a commercial address. And another reason why a brand won't work with someone that has a residential address as a ship to address is because of insurance purposes. Many trucks cannot go in residential neighborhoods, so you're automatically disqualifying yourself from working with brands that might potentially make you thousands of dollars in profit. There are many things that you can do that's not going to require you getting a warehouse right away. You can go to a UPS store and open up a mailbox for $30 a month, and that will count off as a commercial address. You can also find friends and family that might have their own warehouses, that might have their own retail stores, and ask to use their commercial address as your ship to address in the beginning. And the next easiest option to get over this hurdle of having a commercial ship to address is something I'm going to go over in the next step. So number 6, warehouse versus prep center. Before you start your Amazon FBA business, you need to make a decision to see if you're going to scale into your first warehouse or if you're going to work with a prep center. Now, the reason why you need a warehouse is because when we are selling things on Amazon, Amazon requires us to prep those products in a certain way before we ship it out to them. That means that if products are liquid, we have to put them in poly bags. If they're glass products, we have to put them in bubble pouches. If they're 2-packs or 3-packs or 4-packs, we have to create sets of 3, 4, or 5 before we send those products out to Amazon. And that's because if customers are purchasing these products as a 3-pack, they want to receive this product exactly how they saw it on Amazon. And these products do not come as a 3-pack or a 4-pack or a 5-pack from your manufacturers or from your distributors or the brands. Someone has to create a set of 3 or a set of 4 to make these products available for sale. Now, it's either going to be you that does that, or you can work with a prep center that does that for you. Now, a prep center is simply a third-party logistics solution, and it is someone else's warehouse where they receive the products for you, prep it, and ship it out to Amazon with the Amazon requirements on your behalf, and you pay a per unit fee. Now, if I started my Amazon business today, I will 100% go with a prep center because I know that prep centers are so cheap these days that it might even be cheaper than getting your own warehouse. And you have to ask yourself, what kind of business are you trying to run? Do you want a business where you are tied down to a physical location, or do you want a business where you can be absolutely remote and place your orders from anywhere in the world? Now, if you do want to be remote remote and sip pina coladas on the beach and place orders and things like that. You cannot be tied down to a warehouse, so avoid that route. But if you are someone that likes to be operational, that's someone that wants to scale their own thing and actually feel the products and operate their own business the way they want to, that was me in the beginning, then you should absolutely go with a warehouse. But please understand that there are many hidden costs to getting your own warehouse, and I will make a video on this topic in the future. And starting off with a prep center is a very simple solution to your commercial address, because you can use their ship to address to contact brands. And number 7 is the most important thing out of all of them, and it's how to reach out to suppliers. I wish when I started my own business, I knew how to reach out to suppliers. Whether you're reaching out to brands or distributors, you have to be professional. We already covered that. But you cannot just buy from anyone. You have to buy from authorized sources. That means either directly from the brand or directly from the distributors the brands recommend to you. Now, a brand can either sell you their products directly to you in wholesale, or they'll tell you that they do not sell to retail stores and that you will have to work through their distributors, which then they will give you a list of their distributors and you contact them to get access to their products. The only way to find who sells those brand name products is to reach out to the brand directly. Either ask to open a wholesale account with the brand directly, and if they say no, ask for a list of their distributors. Anyone else that's trying to sell you products through Telegram, WhatsApp, Wholesale Central, or shady trade shows, they will get your account shut down. Remember, on number 2, Amazon requires you to be a business and a professional. That means you need to buy your inventory from authorized sources. And guys, just for the sake of this video, just to give you guys a freebie, I'm going to attach you guys an email templates that I use to land my profitable distribution accounts and my profitable brand account. So look in the description below and make sure you download that and reach out to these distributors this way. It'll show you how to properly format an email so you do not sound like an absolute beginner, and it'll help you get over the hump of what 99% of all Amazon sellers go through. But please guys, make sure that when you are reaching out to brands, you are professional, you sound like a business, you sound like someone that's operating a business and not someone that's an absolute novice. So take the time out to learn about this business before you go ahead and you start contacting suppliers right away. These 7 steps are absolutely crucial, so if they are helpful to you, or if you do want me to make a video on another topic, please comment below, and please do not forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.